Hey there, Queer Money Masters. It's time for Money Tip Tuesday. So I was at the hair salon today getting my hair done, and our hairstylist asked me a question. And I think this may be one that many of you may be interested in as well. She asked me whether or not she should continue her emergency savings or she should pay off her debt. So she had two loans. One was an auto loan and one was a personal loan. But she also had a fair amount of money in her emergency savings. And she wanted to know whether it would be better if she paid off the loans or she kept the money in her emergency savings. So we asked a couple of questions and found out that she had a significant balance in her emergency savings. And so we encouraged her to think about using some of that emergency savings money to pay off her loans. And the reason why we would suggest to do that is many of you know that we encourage people to be debt-free, but she was also paying 8% on one of the loans and 10% on the other. And we determined that by paying off the two loans, she would still have over $1,000 in her emergency savings, and she would eliminate roughly $480 just this year in interest payments. So by paying off those loans, she would save herself almost $500. So if you're wondering whether or not you should use your emergency savings to pay off debt, we want to encourage you to do the calculations first. Sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes it's not. But when your debt is especially significant and has a high interest rate, you can make major gains by paying that debt off. In her example, she's saving herself $500, but the other thing we encouraged her to do was to continue making those payments on those loans, but make them to herself. So pay off the debt and then turn around and put that money right back into her emergency savings so that by the end of the year, she would actually have more money in her emergency savings than if she didn't pay off her debt and just continued to pay, if she continued to pay off her debt but not contribute to her emergency savings. So again, should you pay your debt off with your emergency savings? Well, it depends. If you are going to have significant savings, then do that. If your interest rates are rather low on your debt, then you may want to consider holding on to that emergency savings. Hope you enjoyed this week's Money Tip Tuesday. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you later.